Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks, episode 90. 90? Damn! It's been that long, Moss?
Yes, it has.
90 episodes. Goodness. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us. I see a few people in the chat. The Almighty Spartan God, Heath Stevens, Balling Harder, our boy Anthony Chipmunk. What's up, Anthony? Jay Peck. Damn. Every week, I mean. Jay Peck, Vince, oh shit, ugly. Rulio, what's up, bro? Warning shots, King Reaper, 74G, Cray Simmons, what's up, man? Shansu, Brock Tobin, Dirk Griggity, and Phantom Kraken. Oh shit, Victor Allenstein, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us, y'all. We appreciate it. So,
Dirk Griggity,
because that's all my name. I'm gonna read it up there. I'm gonna read whatever name in the chat. So thank y'all for joining us. We truly appreciate it. We got a few things to talk about. Not a lot of things to talk about, but we got enough to have a show. But what's up? First off, Moss, what's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Same old stuff. Just want to give a quick reminder to everybody. If you go to the PNTS Network website, we got this thing called Yappa. So you can leave us a message. You can tell us how much you love Stadia, how much you hate it, whatever the case may be. It'll get you access to a free. We piling it out. We're giving out a free code. So you definitely want to go be a part of it. Go to pntsnetwork.com, scroll down to the Yappa link, and use it.
Yappa.
All right, Snow Bunny, what's going on with you, baby?
Nothing much, guys. Just been playing games and working, and that's about it.
Oh, okay, so they treat you right at that job?
Hell no.
No, damn.
Let's leave it. That's the nice version of that answer.
Oh, okay. Devin, what's going on with you, bro?
Not much, man. I've just been playing games, man. Playing new games that are coming out, and Call of Duty from here and here.
Okay, sound good. R&B, brother. Hey, it's your first time on Scrampunks, man?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for joining us, man. My WBG brother is on Scrampunks tonight. Tsunami couldn't make it tonight, so R&B is taking his spot tonight. So what's going on with you, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I finally got back in the house, trying to eat something to get off this hangover. Life lessons. If you tell a stripper you're going to Waffle House and she don't show up, you still go to Waffle House.
Oh, damn.
Who let this motherfucker on it now? What's up, my homie R&B? That's my homie, man. R&B sending this propaganda in the chat, man. That's my homie. Man.
But no, I'm about to try this Battletoads as soon as I get a chance to get my hands on it. And just chilling and gaming, bro.
Yeah, man, I was just playing it. We're gonna talk about it shortly. But last but not least, my boy Project Storm. What's going on with you, bro?
Hey man, been making a lot of good moves, playing a lot of big time games and shit. And the news that you're gonna appreciate, Dirk. I got that damn flight simulator working, bro. Okay. That shit is dope. We'll get into that later though.
Okay, yeah, I tried to play it on my PC, but the shit looked like an extra sketch.
Oh shit.
On my PC, because my PC is ass, and I'm joking. I couldn't even attempt to run that shit on my PC. Well, anyway, everybody's feeling good, it seems like, except for Snow Bunny.
Hey, I'm out of work. I'm okay. What are you talking about?
Okay. Hey, like you sound clear tonight.
Oh shit.
Well, I did have to get a new headset last week because my cat chewed up my old one.
Yeah,
and
right.
I used it last week. I don't know why I sound clear this week. Maybe the computer's finally syncing with it or something.
I don't know, but he's right though. He is right.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you. Yeah, I ended up getting another Razer. I got the Razer. This time I got the Razer Kraken Ultimate. I love Razer headsets, but Razer mice are shit.
Oh, crap. Damn. Okay. All right, y'all. So
I got a Razer mic.
Huh?
I got a
Razer mic.
Oh yeah.
I got a Siren X.
I got the Razer Ramon mic.
Hey,
yo, Chico.
Razer Ramon.
Hey, Chico. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the show. We got a couple of things to talk about. We got some Halo shit to talk about. Some of these topics, of course, we talked about on WBG, but it's only a day and a half later. So I hope some of you guys that listen to both shows will understand that. No rush, come up in here with your shit.
No Russian. What's up,
No
homie?
Russian. Don't come in here with your shit, no Russian. I already see you. No, anyway, thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate your pony ass actually coming, listening to the show. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Where do I want to start? There's some more information about Halo. That there's some stuff about some of the reasons why the game has been delayed. They said something about too much outsourcing. They was needing help with the game, and they kept on outsourcing and things like that to other teams. They say even the actual trailer from E3 2019 was not done by 343. It was done by another team. So that's one of the things. Then they said something about the Halo TV show was a big distraction. 343 came out and said that's not true, but who knows the truth? So Moss, I say this every week. Always got to go to you first. What is your opinion about some of these other rumors about Halo Infinite, and do you believe them, or is the game just an absolute shit show?
No, I mean, I don't. I think it's going over the top to say that the goddamn TV show had something to do with it. They you know what I'm saying? There wasn't enough pinochle in the bakery section. I don't know where that came from, but I think it's just symbolic of the fact that I think we've done multiple shows about this, Dirt, about how I'm not a big fan of crunch either. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I feel developers and publishers need to collaborate and come up with good, innovative experiences that can stand the test of time and not just whip out game after game after game. So I don't mind waiting for games. There's so many freaking developers in the world. If they just take their time and do shit right, we'll get good games. But we have to set that expectation. So at the same time, I don't want there to be crunch, but at the same time, I would just like there to be better quality control at Microsoft when it comes to these studios. Like, what I mean by that is, when Yoshida first saw God of War, he was like, "No, this ain't gonna do it. It's just gonna take some more time." And the reason why I feel like Microsoft keep running into these situations where they have games and they're being tagged as unpolished is because they come up with an idea, they pronounce a game. I think they pronounce some of their projects, not just games, but projects too early, and they're not solidified. They come up with a date, they set expectations, and they maybe set unreasonable expectations for themselves. And then when they can't reach those expectations, they look incompetent. So maybe they're just whole announcement, in-flight, bring the shit down type of process they got to look at again. But something in the quality control just doesn't seem right, and maybe it'll help themselves to not set expectations before they know the shit is like everything is stable. That's what I think is symptomatic here, is that people are waiting for pure quality. They get promised something, but it doesn't come out of the box the way that they expect it to be.
So you're saying that Matt Booty needs to take his ass to these studios and say, "Hey, y'all better get y'all shit together right now." That's what you're saying?
No, I don't even want to blame Matt. You know who I blame. I don't even want to blame Matt, because I think Matt, we talked about this too behind the scenes with Nethos, and Nethos will be here later to elaborate. But there's indications that Matt is going to studios and he's proven to Phil that the whole Gamer Left Behind thing is bullshit and it's holding the system back. And finally Phil realizes it and he's doing the right thing now. So I don't blame Matt. I think expectations are being set at the top and they're being cascaded down and they're affecting everybody else. And there's just a saying I go by: a fish rots from the head. So I don't blame Matt.
And you know what? This is a topic later, but you just hit on something. It seems like that's slowly like the whole, like, No Gamer Left Behind, all the Xbox One owners will be able to play the games the first couple of years. It almost seems like that's going away.
That's going away, and it needs to.
I think they realizing this shit is not possible.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Imagine Windows Flight Simulator on the Xbox One S. Come on, y'all.
Bruh. Exactly. I was listening to IGN. Dead ass. I was listening to IGN this morning, and I was thinking they were so amazed with Flight Simulator, and I was thinking to myself, how the fuck are they going to get that to work on the Xbox One S? That they can't do. So I get Phil's philosophy, but I think that this was the wake up call that he kind of needed. And hopefully he keeps moving in the right direction. But it's a shame that it took this for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? But, maybe there'll be a turnaround. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Snow Bunny, so what you I know you don't care about Halo, but what do you think about some of these rumors about why it was, like some of these things contributed to the delay of Halo Infinite?
I actually think they were trying to. Okay, so I think they're now trying to come up with all these theories and or saying all this stuff is the reason, because I think they were planning on releasing it broken and let patches, because it's crazy that they announced it last year at E3 and said it was going to be coming out holiday of this year. I and everybody know it takes a long time for these big games to come out. To announce it and then have it ready in a year and a half, I think they were planning on releasing it broken and was like, okay, we're going to patch it. It's going to probably be a huge day one patch to fix it somewhat and then patch stuff in later. But then when they heard the outcry from everybody, they had to hurry up and make some excuses as to why.
Didn't
Hey,
they
let me say this right quick. Phil confirmed that they were going to release it in different, different parts.
But that just came out within the last month or so after they showed the game that they were talking about releasing it into parts.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
That's my point. That was actually a discussion. That's what I'm saying. So you're right. There were, so the game has been in development since 2015. I don't know what happened. We hear rumors how like they tried to start off with Unreal Engine 4, but they realized that engine couldn't do what they needed, needed to be done. So they went to Slipspace. They made Slipspace, and from past things that we heard about teams and engines, every time I hear like a studio like made the engine while they were developing a game, it always doesn't turn out great. So.
Do you guys think it's something like how Anthem was?
Like what?
Okay, so you know how Anthem went through all the ups and downs of development, and then they released Anthem in the state that they released Anthem in.
Right.
It seems like almost the same thing was going to happen with Halo. But when they got the backlash that they got, they were like, "Wait a minute, hold up, we gotta put brakes on this." Considering they just decided to delay the game roughly, I'll even say 3 months before it was due to be released.
Yeah, I can agree with that because it reminds me of I still to this day I don't understand what the hell happened with The Last of Us Part 2, where it went from delayed indefinitely to coming out within a span of a week, and no one still knows why. But again, when the game finally comes out, it doesn't matter because you finally
get the leak, man. It was the leak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, the leak is there. It was a leak, but still, the whole thing just felt weird. Like it did. That was too fast a turnaround. Saying definite delay. But again, I said that to say this. It's a concept I don't like that I see from not just 343 other companies do this too, where the day one patch, we'll fix it later, we'll fix it in post. I don't like that from game design. I think it's kind of lazy. And I think it's the same thing Cyberpunk is dealing with right now, where they had 3 announced release dates and have to go back on all of them. Yeah, there's a simple concept that they had at the beginning that other developers need to go back to. It's coming out when it's ready. When is that? We don't know yet. We'll let you know. Like talking to developers, and I've come to the consensus, the game should be close to 80% done before you start your media rollout.
Yeah,
you should have enough confidence in it where it's at to say, okay, now we can start saying expectations of when the game's going to come out. But anytime before then, you're playing with fire.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know about complete 80. I mean, I think you could do shit like announce the Slipknots, or whatever the hell it is.
Slipknot.
What was it? Oh, that's the rock group. My bad.
Slipknot, right. That's the heavy metal band.
I want some headbanger shit. Yeah, no, the Slipface engine. You can clip that. You can show that shit and show the tech. I think that's cool. But I'm with R&B on that one, man. Like, don't do this full blitz. It's launching with. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, it's an industry term. While shit's in flight, while you're trying to figure out where it's going to land. When you know where it's going to land, then you start making those hardcore definitive dates. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was they put this pressure on themselves. They then tied the launch of the Xbox to Halo. Now that Xbox and Halo aren't launching together, quote unquote, fair or not, now people got this perception, well, what's going on with the Xbox? Is it doomed? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing this to yourself. Stop announcing shit too early, and that's symptomatic of fail, in my opinion.
Yeah. Let me get the super chat.
You got it, Dirt?
Yeah, from Flexican with the $5. Battletoads, I'm playing it now. It's pretty fun. Also, I'm going to say it. The Coalition better than 343.
The game ain't came out yet. The game ain't came out yet. Say the same shit when Halo comes out. Sick of people saying 343 fire, blah blah blah. You ain't played the game. The game ain't out yet.
Oh shit, y'all done pissed Devin off.
Everybody bashing Halo and the shit ain't even out. It's the same thing. Like, keep the same energy with The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh shit.
Damn.
The game is the game, Dev. You know how it is.
Damn, man.
No, fuck them.
No, damn. Shit. Y'all done pissed Devin off. See what y'all did, chat. see what y'all did.
It's true. Man, you can't bash your game until you play it, man. That shit ain't out yet.
Yeah, so Storm, brother, what's up, man? So what you think about this, bro?
Man, hey, Bunny she spun a different perspective than what I've been thinking, because I had my own crazy ass theories that all this shit was intentional. You know what I'm saying? They knew the game was going to be pushed back. But listening to what she had to say made me, I never heard the shit broken down that way. I'm not going to lie to you. I always thought that they knew it was going to be delayed. They knew that it would make more sense to release it next year alongside xCloud, like the full version, the upgraded shit with the Series X hardware. That's my whole thought pattern and shit. But yo, I don't know. I you already covered it. I don't have anything else to say about that. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah, Project Stone, you're right about that. If he wants to go with the No Game Left Behind, xCloud on older consoles, like a dedicated app for it, is like the best way to deal with that, because you can't get it physically. You can stream it there. That should be the best solution.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right about that, R&B. Victor Allenstein with the $5.
You want me to get that, Dirt?
Yeah, you can get it.
All right, Victor with the $5. Thank you for the $5. 500 million on this. This is a huge black eye. Just give Halo to a competent developer. 343 leadership is just bad. Like King said, give it back to Bungie.
Bungie don't want it though. Bungie left because
they got burnt out on Halo. So
Bungie left because Microsoft tried to make them to make Halo 4. They like, no, we tired of Halo. We want to make Destiny.
Yeah.
And Donnie D was like, well, y'all leak.
But let's be honest here, guys. They've bought all these studios. Right now, we already see 343 floundering. They got all these new studios. One of them is bound to do something better. I'm not doing it to upset Devin, but the point is that demo that they showed of that gameplay and everything like that, for being worked on for 5 years, I think it should have been further than what it was.
You know something? My bad. Go ahead. I
was going to say, if their leadership is bad, then they either need to fire their leadership and get all new leadership in there, or possibly move it to somebody else. The only problem is it's going to be even longer, because they might scrap the whole thing and start over from the beginning.
You know what the funny thing about that is, Bunny? When you look at the different studios they have, you can tell which studios you have more confidence in than others. Because when Obsidian showed off Avowed, I didn't look at that and say, that's a little big. That's a little bigger than they can, bigger bite than they can, handle, because that's all they do is RPGs and stuff like that. So them and that thing had been in the industry for what, 15 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Them wanting a bigger scale game, and the guy that was presenting it, I know he's experienced in those type of games. I'm not scared about them trying to go for a bigger scale. I'm kind of worried about Fable because that team, all it made was racing sims, and now they're making an open world game. That's a bit different. But 343 they were literally created. It started with Halo 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not really tested. I guess 4 and 5 are good for what they were, but each one had something wrong with it. I don't think they've tested to make a game that's not flawless, because no one makes a flawless game, but superb. I guess superb is the right word.
It reminds me. What USA team was that? That got embarrassed and got the bronze.
Say what?
The USA basketball
that
team.
Was the one that had Iverson.
Yeah.
They got the bronze. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was paint. I think Gary puts the glove on it. Whatever. So again, I hear a lot of people say, and we got the Halo expert in here too. He could chime in. We get a lot of people to say, well, these people wanted to do this or whatever, and and that's fine, and they can do a good job. I don't. It comes down to leadership. It comes down to leadership. Now the studio can produce. If you put together a studio, I want to say artificially, not organically, not because they were artificially put together to make Halo. If you put together a studio to do that, and that's their only thing, then they can do the groundwork and the coding and all that other stuff. But there has to be someone above that studio that understands what makes the game fun and great for the player. So to Devin's point, we don't know how fun the game is until we get to play it. But at the end of the day, if the end product isn't fun and isn't good, I think some of it relies on, her name is Bonnie, but again, you got to go back to the head. Like God of War, you got to look at what's going on across the street to say, what is the competition doing? God of War, we don't like this. Put it back in the oven. It came back out, and it was a system seller for what's it called? Xbox needs that same type of finger wagging in the air, feel the temperature type of leadership to make sure that this comes out right. So it's just so many things going on, but at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to leadership once again.
It's gonna sound crazy, but I don't think they need that. I don't think they need Halo Infinite, man. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out on the limb and say
explain this to us,
I'm gonna say it right now.
You gotta explain this shit.
I'm listening.
You mean that long?
Yo, I sit back now, Neff. If you want to jump in, man, you can definitely jump in.
No, I'm just listening.
Wait a minute, Dirk, 1 second. Dirk, can you grab that super chat real quick? From Victor Alistine with the $2.
He said, I'm a pony, self-hope, or false hope.
Now it says 343. Thank you, Victor, for the $2. 343 went from leading Xbox Game Studios to trailing behind Xbox Game Studios.
Y'all really pissing off Devin.
No, that's exactly what I said. False Halo hope. Fuck out of here, pony.
And thank you, Victor, for the $2.
Vic ain't no pony, bro.
Victor ain't no pony.
And then go ahead, Storm. Continue with what you were about to say. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think with this new trajectory that Microsoft is headed for, which is Xbox Game Studios. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been hearing y'all talk about this shit for months now, right? Xbox Game Studios, but you never really realize, like Flight Simulator put that when that shit boots up and Xbox Game Studios just comes on the screen, and I'm like, damn, I get it, bro. I know what they're trying to do, man. Look, they're gonna be pushing thousands of games. The whole goddamn Xbox ecosystem, right? Mm-hmm. Is going to be pushed. If Halo Infinite would have came out, I would have been like, shit, this is the only thing I want to be playing for the next 6 months. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm trying to say? So now you're gonna miss out on, like, we're gonna bring you brute force, but it's gonna be running a little bit better and shit like that potentially. You know what I'm saying? Like games that people never tried. If they jump on Halo, all that shit is gonna be kind of like
I see what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? So it kind of like it takes out the fanfare. And like I said, y'all, I could see them bundling that shit up to push more subscribers to Game Pass when the XCloud hits, man. I'm telling y'all, I could just see this shit.
Go ahead, Dirk.
me say this right quick. So what Storm is saying, like Moss loves The Bachelor, right? So when The Bachelor comes on, he doesn't want anything else. No new shows, no great potential shows, because he's all invested in The Bachelor, right? So what you're saying, is like, well, Halo Infinite, if it would have came out, people would have been playing Halo, ignoring all of these other games that they would have been playing. Is that what you're saying, Storm?
There's gonna be some dope shit up in there, bro. Like I'm telling you, there's major games that's gonna be reworked and running a little bit better, like they did with the Xbox One X and brought the 360 games out, and they got to touch up and shit.
So you're saying this is a blessing in disguise, potentially?
I think they know. I think they'll be okay because we know what the hardware is going to provide.
Oh yeah, we know what the hardware is going to be, baby.
I talk shit, man. It's good. It's fun to have to talk shit. That's why it's never going to end. It's never going to end, no matter what we think, no matter what Devin thinks, R&B. It don't fucking matter. Like people are going to talk their shit, man, and that's fun. Right. That's fun. Right. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're speaking facts, brother.
Right. Absolutely. When you look at what's included in this box, man, we've been begging for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can see where you're going with that, Project Storm.
Yeah, so we've been begging for this type of technology for decades, bro, and now we finally get the shit, and now it's time to shit all over. Now, I know that's surprising. You know what I'm saying? I know that's surprising coming from me, man. Number one, Stadia. You know, I'm not a Stadia fanboy and shit, but I like some Stadia, right? Yeah. But when I look at it though, man, and the fact that they got the Xbox All Access program and all this shit, man, that they're trying to do, yo, man, y'all got to cut that, man, cut it out.
Hey, this man trying to be a permanent member of Scrampunks. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, man, look, I'm just calling out the shots and the facts.
Hey, anybody got a thermometer, man? I got to check my board, man.
I told you.
He knew what was in his contract. We ain't supposed to be loving no goddamn Xbox.
Now and then, you got to keep it real, man. If Dirt can keep it real, somebody in the chat said Dirt. Hey, he said.
I get his point.
You know what I'm saying? When he said that shit, that Dirt is honest or whatever the case is, I'm like, man, hell yeah, I got to keep this shit real, man. Because Dirt will get on here and say, you know, I watched the last video. What was delayed, Dirt? What game was delayed, for example?
Deathloop.
Yeah, Deathloop. I watched that shit, and it made me think, man. So if you sit up there and try to pretend, man, shame on you. I don't know how you can sleep at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Let me get these couple of super chats before we go to our boy Neff.
Yep. We got Flexicon with the $5. On Xbox Series X, Gears 5 will be a PC Ultra spec, standard 4K 60 at 120 frames per second for multiplayer, with 50% more particles than PC. Coalition is proven, and they came after 343. Damn.
Coalition, hey. I know I said this all the time, but when Digital Foundry said the Coalition is the best users of Unreal Engine, they said that, and they've been proving that they know how to use that Unreal Engine, man. Mm-hmm. They're like Flexicon said, they're Unreal Engine masters. The Coalition, absolutely, man, absolutely. Our boy Emmanuel A1 with the $5. Let me get this no money. We switch it up, baby. That's okay,
gotcha.
Baby? Okay, let me talk my newscaster voice. Halo Infinite was planned to be delayed from the beginning. They said Cyberpunk was the biggest game of the year at the game showcase. Pay attention. 12 is greater than 9.2 hoes. Ha! Thank you, Emmanuel. I'm sorry, 9.2. I added that hose, but thank you, Emmanuel. I think it's $5.
But no, Project Storm, I can agree with what you're saying. I think again, I don't know what I say. If they're smart, they're the ones running the company. I mean, we're just speculating. But if they were smart, every other game that they were showing at the shows they show now, I would pump them into every single advertisement.
Hell yeah.
All over the place. The Medium, Scorn, Crossfire X. What's another big one they got?
Avowed.
Stalker. Say what?
Avowed.
Well, that's not. I'm sorry. I mean at launch games. Well, you know what the hell? Yeah, everything. Because
PlayStation will tell you about a game, and you see and hear about it for every month up until that damn game released 3 years later.
You know what? You're right. Fuck it. Yeah. Every single game that they showed, put it in the best light, put it in every single advertisement you have, and make sure you plug in Game Pass along with it. Every single place. That's what I would be focused on right now before launch.
Yeah, right. We got a couple more super chats. Geek Head. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Snowman. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Geekhead with the $5. Thank you, Geekhead. After what we know about the Series X, y'all still think Microsoft trying to make Xbox users into PC players?
Oh, I think. Hey, no, I think
I
you
think
can't
that
take a
was
shot at you and Moss,
I think
or
that was
maybe you.
aimed at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think it. I mean, the biggest
I
game
do
that
too.
you guys have that is from Microsoft Xbox Studios is a 93 on the Metacritic, and
Oh,
Metacritic
shit.
don't
Don't do it to me,
matter,
buddy. Don't
but
do it to me,
it's
buddy.
on PC, and there's still no idea when it's coming
Don't-
to the
I
Series
mean,
X.
according to J-Dub, he said that's not a game.
Let's do this.
It's a simulation game. I play simulation games, so I classify it as a game.
Let's be real here. Who was that? Geekhead.
Mhm.
They all want you. If they could all get you to play either on consoles that they only have to update every 30 years, or on other devices, they would do it. PlayStation tried it first with the PlayStation 3. Xbox is just trying now with Play Anywhere, and like Bunny said, it seems like that their PC efforts at the moment are stronger than their console efforts. With that being said, let's not fool ourselves. They all want to get out of the hardware business and just be in the software business. So it's
Or
not.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
like Nintendo, they want the Switch to be a 10-year thing. They plan on releasing a family of
Exactly.
Switches
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Yeah. Let's not fool ourselves and act like that they all adore hardware. It's just the devil that's in front of them right now. And PlayStation is taking a less aggressive approach. But I said this earlier in my game stream, believe you me, don't none of these motherfuckers mean 100% the shit that they say to you. Don't believe it. If they knew we all would fall for it tomorrow, none of them would be coming out with consoles. If they knew that we would all buy this shit on PC, they would all be dropping their shit on PC. Don't believe that.
Moss, do you think is that they want to push everybody to PC? I think the easier route will be like a streaming box with less hardware in it.
That ultimately, yeah, because the technology is there. They just got to get there in order to do it across all screens. But yeah, ultimately, this is what they want to do, R&B. They want to be able to sell you their game without selling you a device, whether that's streaming, whether you do it on PC, whether you play it on a toaster. They don't give a shit. Just as long as they ain't got to sell you a box to do it, they'll be happy.
I agree with that. My thinking is, I think they know there's a certain amount of people that they're not going to sell on a computer. Just for one reason or another. I think a streaming box would be like an easier route for that. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no. You're right that could be their most aggressive approach, but it still fits in the bucket of I don't want to have to sell you a box.
Yeah.
And the thing is after the backlash from 2013 with everything they said, they're going to slowly take the approach. They're slowly going to take. They're not going to just say, "Hey, we're going to stop selling consoles. You need to buy our streaming box." No, they're going to slowly go into it because they're not sure what the backlash is going to be. Sony is sitting back, taking notes about everything because they're letting Microsoft get hit with everything negative first.
R&D, yeah.
They're taking all the notes and then they're going to just refine it and come out probably next gen similar ideas.
I wonder if I don't know, with how aggressive Xbox is trying to get with streaming in Korea with Samsung, I wonder if they get too big a foothold, how long can Sony afford to wait?
That's a good point. That's a valid question. Super chats. Victor Alistine with the $2. They should just add Battle Royale to Gears 5 and ship it.
Nah, they go like that.
I said the same thing a few shows back, man.
See, but Gears, like the way they run, man.
And I got a super soldier the size of an NFL player jumping out of a parachute.
Yeah, and like the way they run, like just imagine them running on a big ass map like that. Nah, I'm not about to run.
They're gonna have them cool ass vehicles though, Dirt. They're gonna have cool vehicles.
I want to give them like a ground war mode, like in Modern Warfare versus a battle royale, like 50 cogs versus 50 locusts or something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope. Hey, but Neff, how you doing, brother?
Man, just sitting back here enjoying the show.
Okay, so before we move on from the Halo topic, I know you did a video about it. It was a great video, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
About some of the things some of the rumors we're hearing about why Halo was, delayed and some issues with its launch. So what do you think about some of the things that were said about it?
Well, first I got to address the source of it, which is Brad Sams. 343 just basically came out and said most of the things he said was complete BS. Now, you can take their word for it, saying, okay, it's 343 damage controlling, but I would say it'd be in the same vein as what Naughty Dog just did recently with their, hurdle. Now, either you go with the narrative of that's how the development went, or you just kind of twist it up. Now, I think, personally, the truth is somewhere in the middle. I don't think everything Brad Sam says was absolutely a lie. Like, just how everything said about Naughty Dog, that was not absolutely a lie either. I'm sure there were genuine issues. But at the end of the day, what you guys kept hitting on, and something I always agreed with, is I don't think 343 has a talent issue. Honestly, a lot of people from Bungie's still there. And there's always great new talent. So I don't ever thought that was the issue. The real issue with 343 is their leadership just isn't it. I don't know if Bonnie Ross just isn't there enough. I don't know if the head of the games, like right now we got Chris Lee, maybe he's too nice. Maybe the people before him weren't quite right either. Either way, they never had the right leadership. Now, I will say, in Halo Infinite's defense, for once, out of all 3 games they made, this looks like the best game, gameplay-wise. Like, this looks like a proper evolution of Halo. This is like, have the classic fans happy. It has the more newer age people like, okay, that's kind of slick. But what they just fucked up on is the graphics are terrible. They're terrible. And even in Brad Sam's explanation, which makes sense, but people want to argue with it, is he said when they started creating this game in 2015, they probably had the idea, let's get this game out in like 3 years, right?
Right.
But then you saw how the Xbox One was going, how the generation, you knew it was bad back then. Right. So, Phil and team came to 343 and it's like, why don't we make this new Halo game a launch title for our next Xbox? All right, that's dope. But what's the problem with making a Halo a launch title once again? It needs to sell a lot out of the gate, right?
Yeah, what do you have after that?
So you can't just have like a new 0 user base. You're gonna have to make a cross-gen. There's no way you can get day one on a new system because it's just not gonna sell. So it always had to be cross-gen. And when I was arguing with somebody on Twitter who didn't understand what I was trying to say about this, because I agree, I bet you Brad Sam's 100% correct on this. If you started making Halo Infinite, your new Halo back in 2015 or even late 2014, you don't have the specs of the Series X, do you, Moss? You have some potential specs, what they're going for, right? But you don't have the real specs. So how could you develop a game for these specs that you're not absolutely sure of, and yet you have to also make it for the consoles you already have? So I think 343 just made an Xbox One game, and then they basically just tried up-resing it, trying to add some better textures, and that's what you got with Halo Infinite. Just look at it. It's an Xbox One game. It is. And I think that's ultimately what happened.
Nichols, I got a question for you, and I mean it's a question and it's a comment. So first and foremost, the comment part of it is that I'm not one of those that feel that Donnie D was great. I just feel that Donnie D had a more hardcore knack.
Yes,
Phil does.
And he got it.
And I don't think. But here's the problem. Donnie, we all know that Donnie D wanted to make Halo 4 a launch game, right? Was it Halo 4, Halo 5? I think he wanted to make Halo 5 a launch game, and that didn't work out, so that got pushed back.
I think it's Halo 4 because I think
it was Halo 4 because it launched right before the Xbox One.
Yeah, okay, and they pushed it up. So why would you repeat that mistake for one? If you were already there, you saw how that was like a disaster when they attempted to do that.
I'll tell you what happened, Moss. Xbox 360 to Xbox One, different architectures. Phil's like, well, you're only working with x86. It's scalable, right? And that's what fucking happened, probably. That's probably what happened.
Yep. And my second question, real quick, Nethos, is why are people... Now, you're giving me the bulk of this information right now, but this is where I tell people, do your research. Stop just listening to us and do research after the show goes off. It's okay for you to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Stop thinking that Brad Sams is some motherfucker that's cutting cold cuts.
Exactly.
Not at the local coons. This motherfucker is from the Paul Thurrott school of thought. Mm-hmm. They are so connected to Microsoft. None of us can touch this motherfucker.
They're just saying something bad, so they're just trying to diminish him right now. That's all it is. And even with Brad Sams, this is the same dude that leaked Halo Infinite back in 2018. Yeah, he says they're going to launch a new Halo, potentially called Halo Infinite.
I remember
he knows what's going on. He's not getting fake info. I'm sorry, he's just not. Now, is he piecing together things and making a narrative? Probably. That's all we can really do. And I'm not sure. And his narrative might not be 100% correct. For example, they tried making fun of him for the pieces thing. But here's the thing. Sure, 343 was going to launch Halo Infinite with a campaign and multiplayer. But the pieces part, believe it or not, they've already done that in the past with Halo 5. Halo 5 didn't come out with half the shit it needed. It didn't have the PvE mode, which is a firefight, that came like a year later. It didn't have a big team battle mode on launch. In fact, the big team battle modes is not a single map for it. It's all Forge maps, all community-made maps. Think about that for a second. Not an original map for big team battle. That's a pretty big mode. There wasn't Forge Day 1. You had to wait like a month or two for that. You didn't have other key modes like Infection and so on. The game launched in pieces. Halo Infinite was probably going to repeat that. And I keep seeing here in the chat how they changed engines. And yes, now for people who think they shouldn't have changed engines, I gotta disagree with that. Because the thing is, when you make a game on Unreal Engine and try to make an open world and try to make it more of a serviceable type of game because it's supposed to last 10 years, you run into a lot of issues. To be honest, like, look at Days Gone. That runs on Unreal. There's a reason it has all those glitches. Unreal just isn't meant for that. That's why Gears 5 is like that. That's why Gears 5 launched with issues. It's not the best engine for an open world experience. It's really not. It looks fantastic, but it's not necessarily the best engine. Now, Unreal 5 might change that. Unreal 4 just wasn't it. But yeah, just going back to 343, I think they just have a leadership issue. And I think there's just a lot of bad things that went on in Halo Infinite's development. But mainly, and this is where I gotta agree with Z, if they just worked with only their target specs and made that the bare minimum for Halo Infinite, it would not have a lot of those issues. A lot of these issues derives from them planning this game to be cross-generational.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because if they launched the game as is on an Xbox One X, I don't think people would be even complaining half as much. I really don't. It's not a pretty game, but it's understandable for a current-gen game.
Yeah.
But to try to push up for your next-gen game, it's just not it.
I was just about to ask you that if this game was just an Xbox One X, Xbox, One game.
Yeah, if it launched in 2018, probably like the original plan, I think it would have been fine.
Right.
And, Geekhead, here's the problem. Unreal 5 isn't out for a little bit, though. So, like, this game wouldn't have made the holiday 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in Unreal 5, it's a gamble, too. Like, imagine you make this game on Unreal 4, then you move to Unreal 5, and what if Unreal 5 still has some of the same issues?
Yeah.
343 just planned to make an easy engine to update.
Yeah. Like again...
That's Slipspace.
They have an easy solution for this in their back pocket, which is xCloud. Well, granted, I don't know what the timing of cut down. At some point, they could have said, hey, cut Xbox One X, all that support, just focus on the Series X. We'll just stream it to the older consoles to not have to deal with this problem.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't want to repeat a 2013 or something along those lines. Maybe that's what they were afraid of, but yeah.
Here's the thing also, too, R&B, where their best choice was just to focus on the X. And again, this is not me talking shit. This is me, someone who's listened to the Microsoft Gamer Stack. Like, there's a reason why xCloud is just on phones and tablets right now. The technology isn't there. I'm not even going to mention Stadia. I know I just did, but it's not there with GFN. It's not there with Shadow as far as being able to play on other screens. So that wouldn't have been a legitimate cause. Then at the same time, you got to think about it like this. They're going to price the Xbox Series X aggressively according to Phil. If that is true, do you really want to undercut it with a cloud service? You see them like with a cloud service right now. So that further complicates things. I just think altogether their best bet for their flagship title was just to target it for their flagship console.
Yeah.
Victor Alstein, NX Game. I think I might have watched his take on it. I think that was the one who said that Halo Infinite is trying to be too ambitious for their base hardware. For example, he thinks that on the Xbox One, the game's going to run 60 frames per second. If that is true, that is an issue right there. That game should not be running 60 frames per second on your 2013 model. That's an issue right there. They should have just put that shit down to 30 instantly. That would have helped things along right there. Yeah. But personally, I disagree with his take of just leaving the game as is and just trying to fix it in the year. I say you should just can the Xbox One version. And honestly, I think you can work miracles in just a year if they keep the same amount of people on it, or even add more developers onto it. I think you can work wonders within a year if you just get rid of the old version.
Hey, Neff, and like they should all put on masks, some gloves, and take their asses back to work.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. 343 is not a studio that was meant to work from home.
Yeah,
I've kept saying this. They're not. No, well, actually, the Ori team is because they were all from separate countries and stuff. It's kind of cool how they make that game.
Yeah,
but 343 is really just not one of those. I mean, just trying to imagine when you upload a video to YouTube or you're emailing a video, just imagine uploading a fucking build. Do you know how much of a nightmare that is?
Right. That's
probably the same thing Nintendo's having with their studios. They're not set up to work from home.
Yeah.
So
as secretive as
a AAA game, I could see a game like Battletoads being able to, but a AAA game, you need to.
Yeah, and I don't mean to cut you out, but like I don't know if this whole Halo incident is going to give Matt B the more reason why he should just really be in head charge over there, and Phil should just stay away from that gaming shit. And I know that sounds crazy, like Phil stay away from his old job, but I think Matt B, like I said, Mawson, he said it. That dude is just pushing for next gen games. I bet you he went to Rare. It's like, make Everwild just next gen only at this point.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator, there's no way that's coming to an Xbox One. I'm surprised it wasn't even announced for the Xbox One. That's gonna be a Series X.
I thought it was a Series X. They did the Xbox One too.
Well, they did. It was listed for an Xbox One port. That's what's crazy.
Wow.
I think it's gonna just be Series X. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the game comes out like 30 frames per second with the 60 FPS mode. That game is really just that demanding. Mm-hmm. Granted, I do think there's a 60 FPS mode, and Everwild. That's a little bit out. They don't even know. Not sure what type of game that is, but it looks interesting.
What I'm saying is, when I remember watching the trailer, it never said Xbox One.
Yeah,
it just says Series X and it said PC.
But that's the recent trailer. The 2019 trailer at their.
It did say Xbox One on it.
Yeah, the 2019 one I believe did.
Oh, okay.
Not the 2020 one we just watched.
I think it just said the name. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember saying anything. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but like the 2020 thing they just showed, it just said Series X and PC. But originally when it was announced, there was announced for the Xbox One. But but now just closing out. At the end of the day, Microsoft just has horrible managing of these developers in general. The 360 and a lot of the Xbox One age, they were too hands-on. And now with the more Xbox Game Studios, their new take is, we're not even going to manage you, you manage yourselves. And that works for Obsidian, that works for Ninja Theory, that works for some teams that just had good internal management.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for, I think, honestly, 343. I honestly think 343. I don't think it worked the best for the Coalition, but now that Rod is gone, maybe things will be a little bit different. But it depends from studio to studio. But honestly, I don't think it's a good idea just to leave hands off. I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm gonna sound like the dictator here. I don't think it works for anybody because pressure, like a wise person told me, heat and pressure turns dirt into diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at why Obsidian is so great now, then when they first
they were always in pressure.
They always had that. And Alpha Protocol was trash. And then they went from Alpha Protocol to New Vegas, which isn't my favorite, but people liked it. And they went and made games that I do like. You know what I'm saying? Into what they are now. A lot of that was because they had budgets. They knew they had restraints. They had to make lemonades out of lemons. Now, just being given Xbox money without finite leadership, like watching down on you or checking milestones, that might not be a good thing for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes down to the leadership.
Yo, here's why it's good to have a couple Stadia gamers on the panel, y'all. No bullshit. Listen to this, right? Now, this is how Project Storm thinks outside of the box or the circle or the goddamn triangle. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen to this, y'all. Right now, what they're doing is they could be, imagine this, just think for a minute with me, right? Imagine these motherfucking developers, right, had access to all the dev kits and everything, and they were working with xCloud, right? And say they got Halo to a point where they can run this shit on xCloud, y'all. Stay with me now. Mm-hmm. And won't have to worry about no fucking restrictions, no 30 FPS. They can run the at 120 FPS day one. Now keep this in mind, yo, because there's no downloads. We don't have to worry about that Call of Duty shit, Warzone, 65 gig updates and all that. They can make this game as big and ambitious as they fucking want it to, because they're not restricted by the usual hardware and shit. This is why. So me and Moss having that experience on Stadia, y'all. This is the shit that we rave about, because it's so like it doesn't make sense that games like Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, and other games can run good as shit on Stadia, but then people discount cloud gaming like it's not shit. So I keep mentioning xCloud. I'm excited for xCloud because shit, I know I don't have to worry about installing the games and everything. I can play the shit anywhere. You know what I mean? So
well, that's R&B. That's the R&B's point, and I think the solution is they probably are going to hold it back a year, and maybe xCloud will be ready on all screens in a year. It'll be ready, and then that's your way to get it on multiple devices. But yeah, program and Storm makes a perfect point. Again, we're not capping y'all. I get it. I get that your favorite podcaster, this, there, and the other. Your young Gage told you it's going to die. I get all that bullshit, but Storm is absolutely right. When xCloud is working at the same level as the other providers, you will see the amazement of cloud gaming, frictionless gaming. And that could be their strategy. Look, if you want to play Halo, we're going to build it at the X of the X. But if you want to play it without having to buy an X, then you're going to get it for xCloud. But give us a year to make this right.
Right, and for $1 for Game Pass, you could jump into that shit instantly, goddammit. No download, no waiting right now.
Man, you buy a Pop-Tart, you can jump into that shit.
Oh, shit. Or condoms, apparently.
Yeah, for condoms.
Oh, shit. But, no, I totally agree with Moss's take on there. And you know what? Dirt and Bunny, you may be right about Everwild. The reason I was so sure about the Xbox One branding is because the game was initially announced in November of 2019 before the Series X announcement in December of that year. So that's why.
Yeah, but I don't think they said any console at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're right. Cause I'm watching the trailer again, like the 2019 one. Yeah.
Man, my punk ass dog up there.
And
then that motherfucker don't like you, Dirt.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. My dog a racist, man, because I'm the darkest guy in the house.
Jesus.
We're Victor Allenstein with the $2. Problem is, no game is being built for the cloud.
That's Victor. That's not true. That's why I say I gotta watch these gamer stacks, man. It's Storm.
Isn't Baldur's Gate 3 being built simultaneously?
Yeah, but Baldur's Gate 3 orcs with all the orcs must die with all the orcs on there. What else, Storm? I mean, you got even Division 2. It's a port, but even the port has been built around the capabilities that can only be done in the cloud. And I'm not just look fuck Stadia, GFN. What's that game? Hyper Thread or whatever?
Hyperscape.
That shit works flawlessly. When you make frictionless gaming, when you do it right, the infrastructure around it can just take ports and make it just exist. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to educate yourselves on the technology to understand what Microsoft's strategy is likely going to be. So no, that's not true, Victor. You got to do the research, bro.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We spent about an hour on this topic. Let's go ahead and move on. No. It's a good topic, bro. It's a pretty good topic, man. Because it's a massive game, and it's a pretty good topic. So let's go ahead and move on. We mentioned this earlier in the podcast. PS5 timed exclusive Deathloop. That's made by Arcane Studios, like the same people that made Prey and the Dishonored series, which I enjoy both of those games. The game has been postponed to 2021. And if you read their statement about it, they pretty much said it's, them working from home. It's harder. Well, it's taking longer than expected. So pretty much COVID is the reason this game has been delayed to next year. Now, I did a video a couple of days ago talking about this. Well, I was just, being kind of fanboys, talking about ponies and, this and that. But at the end of the day, we all know that COVID is real. And so my point was that don't be surprised if games that's set to release in 2021 is affected by this thing and is going to come out in 2022. And even though Halo Infinite had its own problems before COVID definitely helped with the delay of the game. So what do you guys think about this Deathloop game That was supposedly a launch title that's delayed to 2021. Is this more evidence that COVID is affecting everything, not just gaming, it's affecting everything?
You know what, Dirt? I gotta hand it to Sony because they do this one thing pretty good. Mm-hmm. Even if they have bad news, they know how to keep it quiet. Mm-hmm. You will not hear about issues with going on with them for almost a years until almost it's too late and they can't control it any longer. But they're good at least holding it down. Because while Microsoft is someone's either talking to a journalist or just flat out admitting something, Sony just keep quiet with everything. And I see that now with stuff like this because who knows? I'm pretty sure they knew about they had to delay it maybe this a month before. For whatever reason, it's come up with it now. It's the how do I put this? I'm sitting here saying I know full and well Halo Infinite isn't the only game that's getting delayed because it has issues, and the entire gaming industry only Halo Infinite are as of right now. Others are going through this stuff right now, and for whatever reason, they're just being really quiet.
Yeah. I think one with Sony on that side, man, again, keeping it real, man, I think they've already built enough confidence in their consumers and shit that they can basically say, yo, motherfucker, and then people will be like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? They can wait, they got patience because they know what they're gonna get. They know they're gonna get the exclusives after exclusives, no bullshit. Like they just know what's coming, right? So they have a little bit more patience and confidence. So Dirt, it's a good question, man, because I told you made me think deeply about the whole thing. I mean, shit, it could be a number of things. All right. More and more developers have had to come out and say, yo, you know what, man, shit, we're pushing our game back too for me to say, oh yeah, it's COVID. It could be a number of things. Like they could have a smaller team than 343 working on this game. They could try to make the game more ambitious. I don't know, bro. So it's good to have this conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. I'll tell you right now. Again, I'm tying it back to the leadership. How many times do you see Jim Ryan doing interviews opposed to Phil Spencer? This is coming, y'all. This is coming. We're gonna do this. This is coming. You don't see Jim Ryan, Yoshida, Bobita, whoever the hell. We don't even know who the hell's at Sony right now. Okay, I know everybody at Microsoft and shit. Okay, so that's the problem. When Sony has something that goes wrong, it's just a fanboy battle. It's nothing per se really that Jim Ryan had put expectations on, or there was a commercial. You can go back to Jim Ryan saying it's few and far between. But every time there's an Xbox initiative, there's somebody from Xbox you can tie a face to, you can tie a statement to, whether it's Phil, whether it's Aaron Greenberg, Matt Booty on some occasions, and then the egg gets thrown in their face. What Microsoft needs to do is they got to step away from the mic, let shit just be put out in the ethos like PlayStation, because if it falls short, like the game that Dirt was putting emphasis on, that's going to be like a timed exclusive for PlayStation, right? That got held back to Q2 2021. But see, here's the thing. The reason why nobody's talking about that is because nobody from PlayStation is really talking about that game. You don't have them on camera. Where you got everybody from Xbox talking about Halo. And that may not be fair because it's his flagship title. But again, you got Phil on camera setting these high expectations for Halo. And you know what the fanboys going to do. They're going to work with that camera. So that's the problem. Microsoft got to learn how to step away from the mic and then just put shit out there in the ethos. All right, go ahead. My bad.
Man, the question had nothing to do with Microsoft, man.
What you mean? It didn't have nothing to do with Microsoft.
I was talking about Deathloop. I know I did mention Halo, but I was talking about how COVID has affected, like how much will it affect gaming moving forward?
I was just hold on, but who was before me talking about?
I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I started with that, but I ended it with I'm pretty sure others have the later games too, but no one's saying anything for one reason or another.
That's what I was responding to what R&B was saying about how they was responding. Hey man, what the hey yo, Doug, what you trying to pull here?
Check your ass.
You trying to pull?
People one of your rents can check your ass, man. Your anti-Xbox rents.
I'm just saying, that's the R&B brings up a great point, but the thing is, for that, Xbox got to step away from that. But yeah, you're right, Dirk. COVID is affecting everybody, but it's hitting differently on Xbox because they ain't stepping away from the mic. Period.
Oh shit!
And then we have Corey Tidwell with the 199. Moss is the J Scrub of your show.
Hey,
True FN.
I'm gonna let J-Dub know you said that, brother. Thank you very much.
All right, any more thoughts on this before we go ahead and move on, y'all? Get this out of here.
You said you were talking about people being quiet about a delay, but this is Halo. This is fuck Deathloop. I know it doesn't have the same trend as Halo does. You got to say something, and if you don't say anything once it comes to the release, and then they say something, it's going to be more of an uproar.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go. Like Neff, you got any takes on it or no? Something tells me Neff doesn't give a shit. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Did you guys see the new Xbox experience? The new Xbox UI.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
I love it.
I actually like it. I think it's pretty
way
cool.
nicer. Way smoother.
You know, something I always said I liked about the PlayStation UI was the animated backgrounds. I always liked that. So apparently Xbox is finally going to have animated backgrounds. I mean, so like, I don't know, like, did you guys see it or no?
Nah,
Yeah, I saw it.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, so it looks pretty good. So you guys should check it out. I'm happy to see they're gonna have hey, why Artemis say who was this FN with the oversized avatar on the panel?
Artemis had something slick to say last week in the comments. Hey, I'm gonna refer back to what I responded to you in the comments, Artemis. Ask the family member about the oversized stuff. All right, go ahead, Dirt. I'm sorry, bad. Go ahead, my bad.
No, so so this new updated UI, the new Xbox experience will also, life will be for the Xbox Series S, but it's all X. But it's also going to be for the current Xbox One and Xbox One X. So I think that's cool. They're updating everything, and they say it's supposed to move faster and all that good shit. Let me see, so. I don't know if you guys saw it. R&B said he saw it, but as you see it, Moss?
No, I didn't look at it. I didn't even look at it, brother. I can't even lie to you. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully it is snappier. I was always a fan of the 360 way of the pages. I like the 360 UI. If they can bring it back to that and make it look slick, then that'll be dope. But no, I ain't seen this currently.
I like the sleek new look of the store. I like how it's more animated. I like how it's very simplified, very fast, very more detailed on a page. Now, when you go to a games page, half the screen isn't taken up by a video player. It's off in a corner. Everything else is in the same screen. You can see a wish list. You can pre-order however you want to do it. I like as Xbox as a hardware front is killing it right now with whatever they do. They just need the games to catch up because they got the store, they got the system, they got all the other things that go with a nice launch. They just need to present the games better.
Yeah.
And I'm finally happy to have live animated backgrounds. I'm so happy about that.
Hey, Virgil. So who's the Oxtail King, man? You talking about Post?
Oh shit.
He says Oxtail King there. Nah, man. He ain't here. Shit. So anyway, hey man, so what do you think about the new Ghost of Tsushima co-op mode, man? Like multiplayer mode. What do you guys think about that? I think it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool.
I'm still playing through Ghost of Tsushima right now.
Have you tried it?
Say what? Excuse me. I like it. I'm interested to see how this co-op mode works. Like, is it going to be a horde mode where me and 4 other guys trying to fight off a whole army or something? How's it going to play?
I'm not sure, but I'm just surprised PlayStation has some type of co-op mode. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Yeah, give them a round of applause for having
why is this coming out soon, but we still don't know nothing about Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer?
Oh, shit. That's a valid question, sir. I don't know. Naughty Dog, they don't give a shit. They'll do it when it's done. They'll let you guys know. See, like, it might be something like this that's drop out of nowhere. Or they might wait for the PS5. Who knows?
That's kind of risky because we still don't know whether they got to pay for these games over again.
No way can they. No way would they charge us.
They've done it before.
I mean, Dirt, after the whole Control thing, and the where you have to, even though you bought Control, you have to purchase it again to get the upgraded stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, don't sit here and say they won't do what not. We don't know what they're going to do.
Sony can't do that with their first party game.
But that's
when their biggest competitor isn't doing it.
Why haven't they said anything though? That's the part that gets me. It should be each thing to say if they already agreed on it.
Yeah, they're not saying anything. Like they're not talking much.
Like, Dirk, I gotta be honest. From what I've seen, I don't know if there's more to this, but I'll take the L on if I'm wrong about this. I'm seriously thinking one of these companies, I'm thinking Sony, may not be ready to launch this year. I mean, as quiet as possible and seeing how they can try to release this in the best light possible. That's what I think.
Well, now, are you saying it's Sony? Because I think Xbox is ready to launch the console this year. Because Phil, Phil already said that he has a physical retail version of the Xbox Series X at the crib. So it seems like they're going to be on schedule with their console. So
that's what I'm saying. Between the two, I think Xbox is far more confident with launching at the end of this year. PlayStation, I don't think so.
Damn. Now that would be some interesting shit.
They wait as long as they can, and when some favorable news comes out, they say, "Hey, we're working on this and that, but it's delayed to 2021." Yeah.
So August was supposed to have a couple more shows, so I guess not, huh?
Wait, hold on. From who?
Well, like I heard. Well, this what Ponies told me that Sony was going to have a show in August showing Batman and Silent Hill remastered and all kind of shit, and God of War 2. They told me that. Then we had to stay to play. Then I heard Xbox was going to have another show and showing off the Lockhart, but I guess that was postponed to September. So no more mini shows this year. I mean, I'm sorry, this month, right?
The only shows I've been hearing about is Nintendo's shows. We had an indie direct yesterday, and there's a rumor going around that in August is going to be another direct, but that's the only ones I've heard about.
Did you say Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, they're talking about one.
Hey, yo, I would rather watch a person get a gastric bypass than watch a Nintendo Direct.
Oh, shit.
A what? A what?
It's
when
okay.
you whoop his ass, make sure you whoop his ass.
Hey, buddy, I gotta be honest.
Dirk, I understand why. I mean, I understand Nintendo is delivering games.
Oh shit! I thought you was gonna say.
Oh damn!
So I understand.
There's games that have came out.
Too much for his digestive system, buddy. That's why.
Listen, let me tell you something, Snow Bunny.
What do you mean? This month we've dropped like 3-4 games on Xbox.
That's right, Snow Bunny. We dropped the
I'm not
Nintendo
talking
Light
about
games.
small games. I'm talking about like bigger party games.
All the
It's
Nintendo
just
games.
this month.
I mean, come on now.
Hey, buddy,
Hold on.
What game of the year contenders have Xbox dropped this year? I was pretty sure there was none last year.
Oh,
I don't think
None last year.
That woke me up.
in 5 years you guys have won any when PlayStation, they
Hold on,
kind of
hold on.
take
Oh,
all of them.
she done pull out the whole syllabus.
But Nintendo did have at least one so far.
But that game was trash.
Yeah, it was trash, but it's still one game of the year. How many
That's how
great
relevant this shit is.
Let me tell. Hold on. This must end. Let me tell you something, Snow Bunny. Let me tell you something right now.
got nominated for
Stop
Game
right
of the
now.
Year.
This
Are we
isn't fair.
talking about this?
This isn't fair, Snow Bunny. Damn. I know what's wrong with you tonight.
Hey, you if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
Hey,
I don't
want to
not
be.
heat to me, so.
I'm cooking right now, so I can't get out the kitchen.
Oh yeah, since we're talking about that, I gotta be honest. I'm talking about what saved the last Nintendo Direct Mini for me was the announcement.
Like pineapples or some shit. What the hell you eat?
No, my bad. I was eating chips. I was trying to meet myself. I was saying, what saved the last Nintendo Direct Mini for me was the update on Shin Megami Tensei 5. I thought that was dead.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. And part 3 is
Shin Megami
coming out.
Tensei. What the hell is that?
It's
Pokemon but with
actually
demons. That's the easiest way to describe it.
no, it's basically what started Persona. Persona spun off from it.
That is right. I almost forgot about that.
I'd rather watch my wife paint her toenails instead of watch like play some shit like that.
Well, I would like to watch your wife paint her toenails.
Wait, what?
No, the shit's boring.
What you want? But wait, we got Henry here. Thank you, Henry 978 with the $5. Sony might delay launch to make sure the liquid metal doesn't leak when hot and damage the system.
That's not. That's horrible. That's wrong, man. That's.
He said the liquid metal doesn't. Oh shit! Damn, Henry.
Thank you, Harry, for the $5. And then we have Shay Capo with the $1.99. House Flight Simulator running on the 1X. Oh wait,
you know what?
Come on, Shay.
You never cease your disrespect, sir. You know you're out of line repeatedly.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
out of line, Shay.
What can we say? We worry about you.
Hey, buddy, we can say this. Hey, buddy, we can say this. Say, Shay Cappy, I still capping for dreams.
Oh, Shay Capo, yeah, you capping for dreams. Yeah,
I mean, hell, even Stadia has something coming out that no one else has right now.
Real.
Let me stop.
It does?
Oh wait, what are you talking about?
Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Come on now.
No, she gonna get this. We got like 4 games coming out this month.
Larian Studios. I'm willing to do a bet. Hey, let's make this fun. Let's have some fun with this shit.
He said this month.
Let's have some fun with this shit. We got Wastelanders 3, which is a top-down RPG game made by NXL. NXL is a proven studio. But we got another game of the same stature coming from a better studio the following month.
That's subjective.
I guarantee. I'm willing to put $20 on the wood, baby. I guarantee that Baldur's Gate 3 gets a higher Metacritic than Wasteland 3. Who want to do it, baby?
I'll take that bet right now. I'll take that bet right now.
All right, I got you, baby.
I don't care about balls. I don't care about balls or gate.
I mean, but Dirt, you might not care about Baldur's Gate, but some of us don't give a shit about Halo either. So I mean, you gotta keep it 100.
You know what?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hold on. Hey, Moss, can I play Baldur's Gate 3 on a PC?
Yeah, you can play every Xbox game on the PC, right?
No, what's the choice for me, nigga?
Hey, RB, no, right, RB.
I thought you were screaming.
Okay, so we got that bet, Moss.
He made it seem like it wasn't an Xbox game though. Metacritic played on the PC, don't make it not an Xbox game.
And then we have Corey Tidwell with the $1.99. How's Dominican Spider-Man DLC running on the PlayStation 4?
Damn. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, Corey. See, you know, my Xbox brothers got my back. I know Snow Bunny thought she was whooping on me, but my Xbox brothers got my back.
Actually, I didn't really think about it, to be honest with you.
You didn't think about what?
Whooping your ass. I mean, it just came out.
Oh, shit. So, I thought you was my homegirl. I don't believe this shit, man.
I still love you, but trust me, I say worse to people I don't like.
Where's Tsunami at? Why don't you be He-Leg?
I don't know where Tsunami is.
Somebody gotta get it.
But we have Fatal Sherrod with the $2. Just say the words Snow Bunny versus Dirt Death Match.
Yes.
Thank you, Fatal.
Yes.
For the $2.
Set that shit up.
Put me in one of them motherfucking things.
Set that shit up on Crime Side Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, shout out to Crumb Side Championship Wrestling.
Money's out of line.
You always, I don't know why you think out of line. What are you talking about? I've been behaving for most of the night. You just decided to start talking shit about the Nintendo Direct. I mean, don't get your feelings hurt.
Don't get mad at me because like that shit is like a version of Sesame Street for games.
Oh shit!
I mean, don't get mad at me that one of our Sesame Street for games sold 22 million copies in less than 4 months.
I guess don't get mad at all.
No. It's more adults playing it than kids.
Well, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Hey, but at least we got shit that is playable only on Nintendo.
Oh shit!
Let me stop. They like, who the hell is that hyena in the fucking back?
Get your ass out.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, man.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Let's move on, man. Cause nobody. Oh man. What the hell was he talking about?
I have no damn. Oh, we were talking about other shows this month, and I said the only thing I was hearing about was a possible Nintendo Direct, and then we had an Indie Direct yesterday.
Oh, okay. So this Saturday, August 22nd, WB has the DC Fandom. So they're actually supposed to show off. Is it the Batman game or the Justice League game or
apparently
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, whatever the Batman game is going to be called, the Snyder Cut, and some other DC related things.
That Snyder Cut, I'm very interested in that.
I wonder what other.
I'm not. That movie was trash. Now it's trash. Then.
I'm interested though. The Snyder Cut of Justice League, which is supposed to be like what, 2 hours and 30 minutes, 3 hours?
Who knows?
Or is it going to be Justice League? Snyder's Cut?
It's talking about the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
The movie, because he pretty much did finish the movie, and then when they fired him, they had to reshoot most of the movie, and the actor seemed to be on the Snyder side, Zack Snyder's side. So that's going to be interesting. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League is the name of the game. Yes, it is, Geekhead. So.
Not a controversy over there, man.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and since we didn't do it last week, let's start. Who gives a shit? Right? Who gives a shit? Do you give a shit, Devin?
About that?
I don't know. I'm talking. So the first thing I want to talk about is Battletoads has released on the Xbox Game Pass, and I played the first level. I'm going to say this before I ask you guys if you give a shit about it. The shit is hilarious. I am literally up here laughing. I was laughing out loud playing this game. I think it plays well. It's better than I thought it was going to be, because I was one of those guys, I wasn't too excited about Battletoads. It was that damn meme that was used over and over and over. Every time there's some type of console war debate, they would use that meme. And I'm tired of that shit. So I wasn't looking forward to the game, but I have to admit, the shit is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. And Devin, you're playing it, right?
Yeah, man. I played the first couple levels.
Yeah. If you have Xbox Game Pass, you can download Battletoads right now. Right as I'm speaking, you can download Battletoads. Yeah. So yeah, do you guys give a shit about Battletoads?
I mean, it's another game to play, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh, you got something to play. If you're happy with it, you're happy with it. I have a friend who's he's getting ready to mute everything so he can totally enjoy it. So
Totally.
Oh shit.
Yeah, totally enjoy
it. Super chat from my boy Artemis with the $5. Moss, thanks for all those Stadia damage control videos you've been posting of late.
Thank you for your $5, Artemis.
Hey, who's beating the dog in the background, man?
He got Rodimus Prime as his profile pic, man. Show some respect. He got Rodimus Prime as his profile pic. And you know what I did earlier when I said, I was upstairs in my room. I said, oh man, that's right. Battletoads comes out tomorrow, so I'm just gonna download it now from my app. And I just thought that was so cool, like the Game Pass app, you just download the shit. And then when I heard it was actually out like an hour ago, I said, oh shit, let me just play it. And it was already ready because I saw Mr. Keeman said he's downloading it now. Man, the shit is actually pretty good. Now it definitely should have co-op online though. Definitely. That's the one flaw. It doesn't have co-op online. I don't know why. I don't know if they can do it later, but it should have been there at launch.
Yeah,
definitely co-op online.
I absolutely agree. That's the only downfall of it.
Yeah.
And there's two. The other one is I don't know what modern games problem is with designing certain things, but what the hell is going on with the main female villain or character? I don't know who she is. What the hell's going on with her fingers?
That's weird. I don't know. That's like a personal opinion type of thing, or the aesthetic of the game.
I know, but everything else looks fine, but her character, her fingers are like a foot long. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, she got busted around fingers.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's cartoon-ish.
Yeah, but like the original one, she like it was anatomical. She's like an actual human. This one's like some other DPS cartoon. That shit's weird.
Well, I mean, I think they took the character and just put it in that aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? All the characters.
Fellas, hey, yo, my two WBG brothers, listen to yourselves. Y'all talking about their video game chick fingers. Come on, y'all.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, some people know how to draw a sexy woman.
Hey, it's what thick enough for you.
This is a family-friendly show, y'all. What's going on here?
All right, let's.
We have Shake Kappa with the $5. Battletoads has kept with Xbox tradition this generation. Another 69 on Metacritic. Phil is definitely consistent. Thank you, Shake Kappa, with the $5.
If that shit hurts your feelings and makes you stop playing games that you like, then I don't know what to say to you, man. You must not be a gamer.
It's just ammo. Don't mind Shake Capo. He's just.
I don't care.
I mean, if we were that petty, we bring up the worst rated game of this generation, which is PS4 exclusive Life of Tiger.
Oh, I saw that.
That shit looks like it runs on the Commodore 64.
Hey, Snow Bunny, what was that game on Switch? Ring Fit? Didn't that
Ring
score
Fit
higher
Adventure?
than
Days
what
Gone?
game did that? Yeah, oh shit.
All right, Ring Fit. All right, yeah. So, do you give a shit about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War officially announced?
Yes,
a
the hell I
full
do.
reveal is coming August 26th. Do you
Yes,
guys care
man.
about that?
Yes,
I'm hyped about that game.
Yep.
Me too.
Is that game coming out this year?
Yeah, they said. Yeah, well, they said August. Well, they're fully revealing it August 26th.
I think it's gonna be a complete Black Ops reboot. I love the original Black Ops game.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to go back to that because I feel like they lost the thread when they went like into the future and shit, and that made no sense.
Yeah, so it's a Cold War just like how it was in the original game. So I think it's just going to be a full reboot. Just if it's as good as the game that's out right now, but with Black Ops, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Storming out.
We have Geekhead 188 with the 199, but Shake PS5 has no games.
Oh shit!
Thank you, Geekhead with the 199.
But that's
Yeah, Jake.
I'm kind of curious about how the game's going to play. Like, if it's about the Cold War in the late '80s, then I'm thinking, all right, is this open warfare or is it more like spy and espionage and stuff like that? Because you're not going to get a lot of shootouts if that's the case.
Like I said, I think it's going to be like a full reboot, just like of the original game.
Oh, okay, so like Black Ops stuff like that.
Original Black Ops, but it's a reboot because it was the in the Cold War for the original game.
Yeah,
they just added it to the name now.
Yeah. But the trailer was mentioning about a sleeper agent in like the USA. So I'm like, there's gonna be a mission where we're like trying to sneak into the White House and kill him or something like that, because that'd be different for a Call of Duty game. It's like focus more on stealth, or like something like a shootout that's other than a battlefield, like a shootout in a busy downtown street or something like that, or something weird like that.
I'm curious if we're gonna be able to play as Mason again, or if it's gonna be somebody else.
The numbers, Mason. That show's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly, bro. At the menu.
Hey, man, that was pretty good. R&B. Maybe you should be like a voice actor.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the next topic, the next do you give a shit? You know, Mars and Nethos has been saying this for a while, but 4A Games has been acquired by THQ Nordic.
Who's 4A Games again?
Come on, I gotta be honest, man. I like the Metro games. I finished all of the Metro games. But me personally, I don't know if they would have. I mean, like they would have been cool, but I don't think they would have. They was that studio that would make or break Xbox. Just my opinion.
It's like I always give this scenario. You're dying of thirst. You're at my house and I keep bringing you Twizzlers and salt sandwiches. It's like at some point in time, when am I going to bring you something to drink? In Xbox's case, 4A Games makes the type of games that a portion of the consumer base wants back at Xbox. They don't feel like that they're getting. So I think, like I would point blank, I put it like this: I would rather see them there than compulsion. It's the same. You know what I'm saying? I think they would have been a lot more effective than compulsion. That's the way I think, and a lot of people in the community think. So
I would be inclined to agree with you, Moss, if it weren't for the fact that Xbox is getting real cozy with the people that make Stalker 2, which is very, very, very close to Metro series of post-apocalyptic radioactive world in Europe fighting off creatures, and like they're damn near the same type of game.
But see, I love the Stalker game. As a matter of fact, I'm about to download it again on GFN and play that bitch. But I don't know how cozy they're getting, for one, and for two, unless they transform Stalker into more action. I don't know how much of I don't know, but I don't know how much console gamers is going to like Stalker. You know what I'm saying? Like Fallout is the spiritual successor, sort of Stalker, and they made it console-ish, but I don't know how big it's going to be on console.
I understand what you're saying. I say cozy because it's a console launch exclusive for the Xbox, so they're please persuade them some type of way. Now, granted, I haven't played the first Stalker, but what they're aiming for with the second one, where it's they say 120 frames, ray tracing, and what we saw in the trailer is indicative of what they want to show. If it could be a nice showpiece and fill the gap where Metro is not so much gone, but hasn't had a game last game was like 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they can like fill that void before the next one and get ground in, I think that'll draw a lot of eyes to it.
Yeah.
Why are you play?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Man. I think a couple people doze off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Moss, you brought up compulsion. Like I'm thinking, aren't they working on a
horror game?
Triple A game?
I hope so.
I don't want to see that.
It's like we have, well, you can go off past games, but who knows?
And to be honest though, Moss, we happy if you had a really good concept. They just didn't have any fucking money.
Yeah, man. That's how you know.
We happy if you had a good concept. They just had no fucking money.
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter game, Moss.
What else has Compulsion worked on?
That's it.
They make two games.
You're talking about a proven studio that has made 4 games, all high quality against the new studio.
Yeah, and I'm not comparing them to 4A.
I would rather
have to compare them to 4A.
Yeah,
that was the point.
I'm just not saying they're a trash studio.
I wasn't comparing. I'm just saying like they are working, so who knows what they.
But no, to be honest, the 4A that's a disappointment to me because it's cool that they're under who bought them? Midway?
THQ Nordic.
Oh, THQ Nordic. My bad. Yeah, that's cool because I'm sure they're gonna keep making good games. They made Metro fantastic games. I just think that would have been a good pickup for either side because they can do some fantastic work, especially if they get down to the metal and get some additional funding because. I don't think THQ Nordic has all the money in the world or anything like that, but as long as they keep making quality games, I guess that's what matters most. But it would have been a good Microsoft studio or even a PlayStation studio, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I agree.
And then we have Geekhead 188 with the 199. You really to flexing on me with DLC?
I think he's talking to Shay Capital. Him and Shay Capital going back and forth in the chat. Yeah, Shake is here. So I'm assuming this is how Shake sounds. I got Spider-Man running and on 60 frames per second on my phone.
That's horrible.
60 frame option.
An
option.
So So they're going back and forth in the chat.
THQ Nordic. What else do they make? Or buy or whatever. Or own.
They bought a couple other teams. I can't remember.
I think they own the rights to Time Splitters, don't they?
They ain't no account for that shit.
Wasn't THQ the people that used to make all the wrestling games?
Before and then they
were
basically
actually
shut down, and then they came back as THQ Nordic. I'm not gonna lie, THQ Nordic has bought a lot of interesting stuff. They really have.
I mean,
and they've been producing games. Like it's kind of more the meme games. Like they brought back SpongeBob and that Alien game.
Did Civilization or did 2K?
Destroy All Humans.
Oh, that was them. Okay, cool.
That's when wrestling games actually used to be good.
Darksiders Genesis and shit.
Right.
Yeah,
and then we have Static Fox with the $2. Still no Banjo and Kazooie game on Xbox. Come on.
I don't care that much about Banjo Kazooie, but honestly, I would not be surprised if that one studio is working on it.
God!
What the hell is that studio?
Double Fine?
Yeah, probably Double Fine. That makes sense.
Nah. They ain't making no shit like that.
I'd rather
like,
work on a Conker's game or a Blinks the Time Speed Cat or something.
Man, fuck that cat.
Hey, I
Blink
think
the Time Speed Cat has a lot more.
Wait, hold on. Banjo-Kazooie was a good platformer, and like, don't they just do platformers anyways?
Yeah.
I thought Rare. I mean, like it used to belong to Rare, right?
It's just not the same Rare anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they just might want to leave the franchise dead in the water. I mean, look at how many other companies leave top franchises dead in the water.
SOCOM.
Damn. Don't bring that up, man.
I mean, that shit hurts, but I don't know. I just have a feeling SOCOM isn't like completely dead anymore. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I mean, listen, I think Sony is going to make more multiplayer games next generation.
It doesn't make sense if they have that initiative and SOCOM isn't coming back. You know what I mean?
Huh?
It's literally something they own with both the players.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to me if they have a multiplayer initiative right now and they don't bring back SOCOM.
But you know what's stupid? They have Sony Pictures making a Crossfire game. I'm sorry, a Crossfire movie, and not a SOCOM movie. Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you promoting another person's game?
Man, didn't even get Uncharted off the ground?
I don't know.
Goddamn.
Wait a minute, isn't there some Netflix show coming out for some video game?
A Netflix show?
What do you mean?
Not that I remember.
There's a Showtime show. There's the Last of Us 2 show.
Netflix show.
There's a Fallout show.
Something. Like,
There is a Fallout show coming, isn't there?
Splinter Cell, yeah. They're making a Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah, Splinter Cell's getting an
Yeah.
anime. Ain't it? Is it a cartoon? Anime cartoon or some shit?
I don't.
Yeah, it's a cartoon, I believe. Yeah.
Well, I think we're a little off topic here. What was the discussion?
I don't know.
What media, video game, movies, or TV shows coming up?
Oh,
That wasn't a discussion, was it?
yeah, I don't think that was a discussion.
But,
Wait, we could geek head with the super chat though.
Geekhead yeah, they're still going at it. Geekhead 188 with the 199. Shake, won't every game you play run best on Xbox?
Oh, hey, every multiplayer sure will, as far as consoles go. Hey, Shake, that's the truth, buddy. Next generation, every console multiplayer will run best on the Xbox Series X.
And the Splinter Cell that's coming out on Netflix is going to be an anime series. What? So I'm wondering if it's going to be as good as Castlevania.
I just have. Do you really think there's no Splinter Cell plans though? If they're really going all out,
I mean, they supposedly one guy at a party said that when he was drunk, and they come back and say, well, he didn't mean that. So I don't know. It's like at one point we feel like they're not going to make anything unless it has an open world, a lot of maps, of dumb shit to collect in it, because that's what they do. Because damn near all the games are open world. But then they themselves say, well, we're trying to get out of that mold where every game we make is an open world, yada yada yada. So we'll see. We will see.
I don't know. I think Rainbow Six would make a better anime, like cartoon anime type show than Splinter Cell.
It probably will. It's probably just like testing it out.
Like, will it? Like, I don't get it. So, why does Splinter Cell need to be anime?
It won't be better than
that's what they're doing it as an anime.
Easy question, in my opinion.
That's weird. Like the Cyberpunk anime, okay, I kind of get it, but it's still.
Yeah,
it's trash.
Well, you want to know what it is? I think it's just,
I will say that
it's just cross, progressional promotion. Cross promotion. That's all it really is. You get people hyped off a show, hyped off an anime, hyped off whatever, and like go buy the game now. I think that's kind of what they're doing with The Witcher. You saw how that worked out?
Yeah.
It's just cross promotion. That's all it is.
And I disagree with that, Devin, with the Cyberpunk anime because they made by Trigger. The same people made Kill la Kill. So,
that aim is going to be fire.
I'm talking about Splinter Cell.
Oh, well, I don't know who's making that.
Anime. That just sounds weird. Why make it an anime? It would be way better off as a
live action
show. Yeah.
Yeah, anime might be cheaper
to make her.
Yeah.
Probably so.
And honestly, right now, I think it's hard to even hire for actors and shit and shoot.
But that's the weird thing.
Right now, it's competition to shoot.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. They say Halo's TV show is still shooting in what country that is? In Europe?
Is it Europe?
Detroit.
I don't even fucking know.
Yeah,
I know like Disney had to move all their shit to Australia.
Australia?
Yeah, that's the only way you can shoot, basically.
Ain't the country dangerous enough?
Oh, yeah, but there's a lot of barren land.
Oh, shit. Fucking wild animals, too.
A kangaroo whoop your ass, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see fucking Olivia Wilde's making a fucking Spider-Man movie now?
Who?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, Spider-Woman.
Who's Olivia
Kind
Wilde?
of chick.
Olivia Wilde. She used to be. She's an actress.
Yeah, like she had a buzz about herself for a while, but
And then she kind of just went to
fell off.
obscurity.
Yeah, but she's kind
Olivia
of
Wilde.
like she's good looking though.
Wait,
So.
is G4 still coming back? Was that imagination? Did they actually say that?
G4.
Yeah, that's coming back.
Okay. Oh, I thought I was crazy for a second.
Hey, that's gaming related. G4's coming back.
Yeah. Oh,
Adam Sessler
you
attacked
think about
the show?
Olivia Munn, not Olivia Munn.
Yeah, Olivia Munn is from G4.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Olivia
Okay,
Wilde.
okay, never mind. I was tripping.
She played in a couple movies. I can't really think of her.
Trash.
Yeah.
They bringing back X-Play then?
I
Yeah,
hope so.
probably.
That was like the most popular show.
Yeah, do you know who they
Monday
need to bring
X-Play,
back
man.
though? Moss, who the fuck's that one guy? He went to work on Friday the 13th or whatever.
Adam Sessler?
They need to bring him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Morgan Webb. You got
My
Morgan,
favorite was,
Adam
Kevin,
Sessler and Morgan Webb.
my favorite was Kevin Pierre. I
Yeah.
love
He was on Attack of the Show, was he?
Yeah, technical show.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just those
so
two
I-
shows.
G4 was
What
a
do you
great network though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like especially for people like us. I know, like you was a kid
It
now.
was awesome, man.
Yeah, no, but I was into G4 when I was a kid.
Yeah, but it was great, man. Like
Watching E3 and all that.
Hell
the
yeah.
show just for us, man. Because like you got to realize YouTube wasn't. I think YouTube
Yeah.
came out around.
Yeah, that
04,
was its
but it wasn't
infancy,
really
really.
like it is now, obviously. And so like we didn't have nothing to look at as far as games on TV. We had magazines, obviously, but man, that show was amazing. And
Yeah.
even when it first came out, they were like, it was like maybe only 3 or 4 shows they had.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a lot of
They would
content, but it was really good.
Repeat them, so, but I would just watch them back to back sometimes.
Yeah.
And, like,
Well, you
I
want to know
was
what the problem was, Dirt? It was just poor management. Like, eventually, like, we need more programming. Do Ninja Warrior and dumb shit like that.
Yeah, yeah,
It just all went to
Yeah,
hell.
they overran. I mean, Ninja Warrior became a success for them, and then they just ran that shit into the ground.
Yeah.
And then Cops, and then everything was.
Cops,
But they
good
had
Lord.
remember the X-Men and the Blade anime and shit. Like they need to come out
Oh,
with this-
yeah.
That shit was dope on there, man.
Yeah, they need to.
To be honest, G4 to me could honestly live as just an online platform if they need. Like, that shit fits online platforming.
Yeah, that shit. I think that shit would kill IGN if they came back the right way.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, it was the real IGN, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the question: is it going to be on TV or is it just going to be another YouTube channel?
Yeah.
It needs to be on
That's
YouTube.
what I'm confused about.
I think it can reach more people being on YouTube. To be honest,
I think it should be an online platform. TV's dying. TV's dead, honestly.
Yes, my
Right.
point. They might as well make it a big YouTube channel. They'll reach more people that way, in my opinion.
Oh, that might be rebranded as G4, not G4 TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Z4 TV, man. So that's my opinion,
Or
man.
make
So,
their own website, you think?
If it's on TV, I ain't watching it.
Yeah, YouTube and
right. If it's on TV, the only thing I watch on TV is sports and the news.
Right.
No. But what I'm saying is they could just launch their own channel, not even on YouTube or whatever, just launch their own website.
Look, I can rock with G4 if they got content. Like, I don't mind between the hours of like maybe 1 and 4, maybe you run a couple of episodes of Cops, but outside of that time frame, y'all gotta have some dope shit. Bring back the animes, have like video game related content, have dope
What
shit.
in the fuck is this?
what's what?
You see what the fuck Netflix just posted as a show?
Oh yeah,
How about that? What? That with
What
the
the
kids?
fuck?
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
some-
gonna show that on the screen. But
yeah,
what
that's some
the
creep shit
fuck?
right there.
What?
Is that
Netflix?
cuties?
Yeah, I mean, don't put that on the screen. But what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
saw
that's that
that.
movie about
I don't know if it's a movie or a show or whatever, but yeah, you can just read the description. You're about to be disgusted though.
I mean, but the thing is think of Jean-Benet Ramsey, same exact thing.
Who?
Yeah, who's that?
Jean-Benet Ramsey was a child. She was 6 years old when she was murdered, but her parents, she was a beauty pageant queen, a child beauty pageant queen. She had implants. They had her looking like an adult at 6 years old.
The fuck?
And this was back in the 90s. I think she died in the late 90s or the
weird,
mid
so off
90s
topic.
around there, but she was murdered, found strangled to death in her
What?
basement.
Jesus.
What is this
All
about?
right, this is Scrampunks. It gets real in this show sometimes.
Yeah.
But
No, but
did we
what
talk
I'm
about that
saying
Xbox
is-
dashboard?
Yeah.
Hey, Yeah, but that's what I'm
Yeah, we
saying. That
talked about
show is just going to remind you of that if you're old enough to remember it.
Old enough. Jesus Christ, I didn't remember that.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned it now. So, you got thoughts about it?
I don't know. I was trying to move away from that.
Oh yeah, G4. It needs to be successful. I think it needs to come out as own website or app.
Definitely make it an app. Maybe both.
Well, what was that thing that Adam Sessler was doing? They tried that and that didn't work.
Gaming
Revision.
Yeah.
Revision.
He was the only good part of that shit.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you know what? That didn't work. You're right.
Yeah, he was the only good part.
I thought it was going to work. Why didn't that work? Because it really didn't work at all.
It just wasn't that great, I think.
It was like him playing games with some other guy, but he was the only person you rather knew that was on there.
No, it was like they tried to make it like a G4. You know, they had little like reviews, they had shows and stuff like that.
See, I think back then content, it was hard to follow content in a lot of ways for people that were used to watching TV to where YouTube now it's a lot easier now. You know what I'm saying? So
because think about that show, because I remember at the launch of the Xbox One and the PS4, I was watching their channel and they like reviewed the console. So that was 7 years ago. So yeah, you're right. And 7 years is a long time, and things are a little bit different now, Moss. You're right about that. Yeah, so it probably would work better now than it would back then.
Plus, you have to make an entertaining product. Like I keep saying, he was the only one entertaining in the whole product.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of their other shit.
What was the girl that all she did was review comic books?
I don't know who the hell was.
Comic book girl? I don't even know.
Was she on G4 or that Revision 3?
G4, on G4.
What was her? Oh, shit, the blonde? She was blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you talking
about comic books.
Yeah, she do something completely well, they all do. Something totally
I thought
different.
they bring one of them back who was originally on the show.
Oh shit, I forgot it. Yeah, I'm looking her up now.
That's Chobo. That's what
I think her name was Blair Butler.
No,
that's the man.
Oh shit,
G4's Blair Butler.
Yeah, that's the dude.
No, it was a girl. I thought it was a girl.
Blair. No, I thought it was
she doesn't look like a dude. I see G4's Blair Butler in her new MMA comic.
Oh, okay, maybe it was a chick. Wow.
Yeah, but
we don't judge on this.
Sure that's a girl.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Oh yeah, we might as well stop.
Someone in the chat says Blair Turner.
Oh, okay. They probably know Blair Turner.
Blair Butler is Chobot's husband.
Blair Herter is the person that you're talking about. Though he looked like Ross from Friends and shit.
Oh shit. What's the next topic?
I don't think I have any, man.
Oh damn.
Well, it's almost 11.
Yeah. Oh well, the one thing isn't really game related, but it can be. Apple is now worth more than $2 trillion. So
Epic's taking them on.
Yeah,
Epic gonna get their ass smacked. Pause.
Hey, that's a lot, man. They were.
Wait a minute. So Apple banned Epic, and then Google turned around and banned Epic.
Yeah.
You don't hear much about the Google banning Epic, but Apple banned Epic.
Well, Google. See what it is when Google banned them from the store. With Google, you can still sideload Fortnite on there. You're just not going to get it on the store. That's why you ain't. But with Apple, you can. Your ability to play Fortnite on iOS is completely cut off now. There's no.
And they're talking about on the 28th cutting all games with Unreal Engine and anything dealing with Epic, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're going nuclear. Hey, Tim Sweeney had that 80s campaign and everything. He thought he was going to win this war. That dorky motherfucker ain't winning shit.
You went up against the wrong.
Yeah, wrong guy to do this. The cause is right, but see, Tim Sweeney is a fucking con artist, and he's using this cause to try to make it seem like he's a good guy. This is the same guy that was mad at Microsoft for UWP because he said UWP is going to make PC games exclusive, and that's not what we want. And guess what the fuck he ended up doing with the Epic Game Store? He's a con artist. He's a con artist. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck Fortnite. Eventually, we do want Apple to give in, but not through him. He's a piece of shit.
Oh,
but
damn!
Then a lot of people are happy because they're saying Fortnite might die finally.
I wouldn't be mad. Shit.
Damn.
Well, then again, we need something for the kids to do, you know.
Yeah, man. Cause my daughter love that shit.
Yeah, my son too, man. But goddamn, I'm tired of him yelling and shit, all crazy. Talking about you a default, dad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, my daughter was saying it. My oldest daughter,
who's
22, she came over here and she was playing on the. She didn't want to play it on the Xbox because I don't have any gear or cosmetic stuff, and I'm playing and shit. And plus, I'm like a level 10 because I don't really play it like that.
Yeah,
her character's a level 140, so she's like, "Dad, you don't have anything." So,
the only time I downloaded Fortnite was for that Travis Scott concert, and that was it.
That shit was lit. That was dope.
That shit was fire, though.
Yeah.
I downloaded it on the Switch, and then I got rid of it. And then my friend was like, "Download it. I'll carry you." And then we never played again, so I deleted it again. I suck at that game.
Yeah,
that's one game I don't want on Stadia for sure. Don't want it.
Okay, buddy. It's okay. I know you just like to play the other obscure games. What the hell wrong with your cat?
Oh, she's my most vocal kitty I have ever owned. This is her normal. She like this all the time until my other cat come through and smack her to shut her up.
Damn. Sound like blood the crib cats over there, huh? Okay. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We get out here a little early tonight. We're out of topics, and it's past Moss bedtime. So, Moss, what you got going on, bro?
Yes, it is. It's past my bedtime. No, tomorrow we got SSC podcast, new permanent panel members. We got the homie Project Storm, and we got Eddie Player One. And shout out to Eddie Player One for his exposed video of them dumbasses. Was they Tech Team GDB, whatever the fuck they called? Shout out to him. Check us out tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go live, baby. Yo, Fugly. Hey, yo, Fugly, come on, man. Fugly's calling.
Yeah, Fugly.
What do you say? I don't see it.
Don't see it. With the oh my goodness face, you'll see it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. Ass. So Devin, what you got going on, bro? All right, thanks, Dev. I appreciate you. R&B, what you got going on, bro? Hey, thanks for joining us tonight, man.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm glad to fill in and be a part of another one and a great. I think what does you call it? The PNTS network of podcast.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
PNTS network.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, but Dirt, why you ask me a question? You know what we do every night, man. Night is young. I'm going BBW hunting.
BBW. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with the BBW, man. Ain't nothing wrong. Left, brother, what you got going on, man? You eat some pizza or some Burger King?
No, I had to get some Burger King. Got a frozen Fanta, whatever. That shit was terrible. I threw it away. But no, I'm just chilling.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Storm, bro, what you got going on, man?
A little bit of flight simulator, man. Got to go out there and I'm gonna fly from probably Philly to goddamn Florida, some shit. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get some flight mileage in, bro. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, check out Storm's video, man. He's already at 3,000. He got a good tutorial, and part 2 will be coming soon, man. Definitely check it out.
Trying to help people, man. Like they were having issues with the game. Some people, you know what I mean, just to download them, but some of the motherfuckers, I guess, are not letting the game fully install, man. They get impatient and the shit hangs up or whatever. So I was doing it too. So they'll quit out of the game and trying to open and close the shit. Like you just gotta let it sit there. And then there was a couple other things I learned from somebody in the Stadia community, man. Now you see what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's how versatile the Stadia community is, man. We troubleshoot shit on the Xbox, y'all. Let's go.
They hating. But now check out this video. It's dope.
Hating.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, y'all. I got everybody but Devin, right? Devin ain't there. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Thank you to people in the chat that tuned in and check this out. Artemis Middle Lemon, Shay Capo, Geekhead, Fugly, everybody that joined us, Tommy Bull, MM2K, So everybody that joined us, we appreciate it. We see you guys next week. Peace out, baby.
Peace.
Hey,
Bye.
Snowman, hey. Like before we get off there, you gotta apologize to me for the way you treated me.
Suck it up, bro. You have to deal with it.
Oh yeah, we out of here. Peace out.
Bye.